When I think about exposing kids to things, I vividly remember multiple instances where I'd be walking with my dad, going off to, I don't know, like a dance recital of my sisters or something like that. And my dad would intentionally park a bit farther away from wherever we were going so that we could walk there. And he would walk with me and he'd kind of probe me and ask, okay, look around you. What do you see? What do you observe? And how does that inform the decisions that we make and how we carry ourselves? And there were many instances where I looked around and I went, "Oh, geez, I'm not really comfortable here. I'm a little."
You're in a bad part of town.
Yeah, I'm a little leery. And my dad would look at me and he'd explain that actually we're in a totally fine part of town. Here are things that you can look for, and yes, this, and this may be concerning to you because you don't see this all the time, but the reality is that this is more fine than you're thinking about. It's different from what you normally see. And then other times I would feel very comfortable with something, and my dad would point things out and explain to me and go, okay, actually, these couple of things are indicative of being in not the greatest part of town, and you should be thoughtful when we're seeing needles on the ground or something like that. And like these are things that we take note of and be thoughtful about. And I think that level of education and seeing things and having somebody talk them through with you instead of just saying, oh, well, never walk in a bad part of town. Well, what if you find yourself in a bad part of town, or you didn't think that this was a bad part of town initially and you ended up there? Or if you're in a city that you've never been before, how are you supposed to look around and understand your surroundings so that you can act appropriately, right? If we're in a great part of town, we can go on a lovely stroll and say hi to people and what have you. If we're in not a great part of town, let's be thoughtful about walking intentionally and briskly and not directly engaging with people often, things like that. I think that adding information is really what sets people free in things like this.